since Alex and Casanova say they want to be Ultimate Fighters, I ask a few people to stop by. So please welcome Dana White, president of the Ultimate Fighting Championship Organization, also known as the UFC. He's here with professional Ultimate Fighter Kenny Florini and former UFC light heavyweight champion Forrest Griffin. Dana, welcome back.
Thank you.
So what do you think? What do you think about what these guys are doing? Forrest, let me start with you.
I appreciate the spirit of it. I understand the rush of it. It's funny, when you're young, you don't realize that someday you're going to be old and the injuries you accrue are going to still be with you. And no, I would never do it on concrete. That's a little silly.
So, Giddy, what do you think about this? Is this foolhardy?
Yeah, I think when you're young, you think you're invincible and you think you'll never get hurt. And the thing is, you guys aren't professionals, so you have to be really careful. You don't know, you hit one wrong spot, kid can get seriously injured. So you have to be very, very careful. And it's a dangerous thing that you guys are doing out there.
Well, now, and I know what y'all are seeing here. This is very brutal looking, but understand two things. I want Dana to talk about this. In order to be a UFC fighter, these are professional athletes that are highly trained. And Dana, talk about two things. Number one, your commitment to safety for these fighters, your safety record, and what you think about what these guys are doing.
Okay, here's the reality, okay? What we do in the octagon, the UFC is sanctioned by the athletic commissions, okay? We're the only sport other than boxing that's actually regulated by the government. And when I say that, drug testing, proper medical attention, these guys get CAT scans, EKGs, get full medicals before they fight and after they fight. And the reason, you asked about the flooring is soft because nobody wants to fight on this. In the almost 20-year history of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, me and my partners have owned it for 10. There's never been a death or serious injury, okay? Boxing, on average, has 5 to 6 deaths a year. And the reason is because we take, all the safety measures you need to take. When you fight, like he said, when you're young, you feel invincible. You feel like, you're never going to die. The reality is it happens all the time in street fights. People get killed. You guys are fighting in a classroom where there's desks and like he said, you possibly could be a professional athlete. You have to go out and do the right things, get the proper training, and do it in the right place.
Would you sign them if you found them street fighting?
No, actually, we do the exact opposite. Most of our guys, what people don't realize about these guys are college educated. Both these guys went to college. They've been training in mixed martial arts their whole lives. Fighting in the street is not the way to get into the UFC. We do not condone street fighting, and we're not looking for any guys that are coming off the streets.
I mean, these are professionals that do this. I mean, this is their job. These are professional athletes, and they're telling you what you're doing is foolhardy. It is ridiculous. You should not be doing it. Next, we're going to meet parents who say they had no idea their 12-year-old was leading an alternate life online, and you won't believe how she was able to access the web.